Nah, yo, seriously, what if I told y'all that getting money in abundance was all a game, and that there was a system put in place that those who don't know the game would struggle, and those that do would prosper, okay? Thank God for us, we're living in the information age, and all the information on how to get wealth is at our fingertips, okay? In this game, there's bound to be some booby traps. I'm gonna let y'all know that now. Some obstacles you're gonna have to get over. And that's why I'm making this video. Because I believe everybody, all of us, needs to be armed with this. Come on. The folder I'm showing y'all is a LLC, a business entity, okay, incorporating oneself. That's the tool we all need to have. Now, with this tool, and why I choose it is because this will single-handedly help you save and make a whole lot of money. I'm about to go into it heavy now. Now, my favorite way, this is it right here. You file for your LLC, you get all this good stuff back. You get your entity legalized with whatever state y'all in. And once you get that EIN number, it's on and it's popping, y'all. Okay? We gonna finagle the bagel today. And how I use my LLC is, especially if I'm working a job, and as soon as I get the LLC and I get the EIN number and I'm working my job, I go to work, I go to HR, and I be like, let me see that W-2. And on my W-2, I mark down 9 dependents. Now, 9 dependents, what that mean? That means that the more dependents you claiming, the less taxes that the government is taking from you, right? Now, the 9 dependents is what? Is your company, is your LL freaking C, y'all, okay? Yo, yeah, okay. So, like I was saying, when I had grabbed my LLC, like I said, I went straight to my job and I was like, yo, hold it, play on them taxes, you know, and that immediately gave me a boost in my paycheck, right? So after I got the boost in my paycheck and I started bringing home majority of my check, I started investing more into the company, okay? This goes out to all you people like who's thinking about doing something as far as media wise. If you want to do a OnlyFans, open up an LLC for that thing, okay? I don't care if you working a job or whatever your ambitions are. If you working a job, you need to get an LLC, okay? If you want to do real estate, open yourself up a real estate company. You want to fix cars, open up a car detail shop, freaking a cleaning service, okay? As long as you got this document, as long as you got the LLC, EIN number, you can save yourself on a whole bunch of taxes while working a job. Yeah. So that's what I started doing. eventually, I ain't gonna lie, it started to feel like too good to be true. You know, I'm not barely paying taxes on my check, right? A lot of y'all might have that same concern just starting out. You might be like, oh, the government's gonna come back for that money. The government's gonna be like, hey, you made $50,000 and you ain't barely paid taxes on that 50. Yeah, it's gonna happen, right? So when tax time come, the government's gonna be like, yo, you owe us money. And that's when the tax deductions come in. That's when your LLC comes into play, okay? Everything becomes a write-off, y'all, everything. Okay, so, perfect example. Filed my taxes last year, and the government was like, I owe $14,000, right? So, but I was like, no, I don't, because I got my business, right? So my gas brought it down, and they do everything on an annual basis, a yearly basis. So you tally up all your expenses, your electricity for the house, your groceries, your transportation. Here's another example. Like, say my gas. I drove all year to get back and forth to work. So now I had to tally up what my gas expense was for the whole year. And then once I tallied that up, it's probably like $2,500 or something like that. Boop, the $14,000 I owed the IRS came down. Boop, now they like, you owe us $11,500. And I was like, all right, what else deductions can I come up with? Electricity for the year, paying like $200-300 a month times 12 months, say it's $3,600. A portion of that brings it down. Start wanting to get creative on your deductions. Now, I'm not a tax professional or anything like that. You know, do your own research. Only thing I know is that it works. A lot of businesses do it. You can even pay your children as employees. Get up to like, I think 10 or 11,000 per child. So at the end of the day, you wind up like the president, paying no taxes. You dig me? So that's a huge way to give yourself a pay raise at work and get a lot of the money that the government is taking back in your pocket, okay? One thing I had to realize that my mentor told me was that, look, people with money, they don't want a tax return. People with money pay taxes, right? And the reason being is because they don't get no taxes taken out of anything that they got coming in from the rip, okay? If you're getting a tax return, that means that the government literally took too much money from you. And that money is coming right back to you in the form of a tax return. Yeah. So, implement that. Get that thing out there. Get the LLC. All right. Yep, and taxes is by far one of your greatest expense. Opening up the LLC helps you limit how many taxes or how much taxes gets taken from you. I gotta get back in shape, y'all. Holy cow. So, yep, that's the business tips and hacks I'm giving y'all. Getting an LLC costs like the same as a pair of Jordans or something. A leather coat. So get that thing popping. Give yourself a little pay raise. Get a lot of your money back. Let's do this thing right. And also you get to grow your brand and everything. And then, here's another thing. Once you get that LLC, you can legitly go and get yourself a SBA loan. You ain't hear that from me. But yeah, I'm gonna go into more depth on it probably in my next video, see what's going on. But I promise you, it works. I did it. I can only talk about it if I'm living it, y'all. And that's why I'm bringing it to y'all later.